This is a very big week for two of the greatest Mets in franchise history. Yesterday, the organization announcing they are retiring the uniform numbers of both Doc Gooden and Darryl Strawberry, the two legendary Mets centerpieces of the '86 World Series championship team, going to be honored in separate pregame ceremonies sometime next season. And right now, we are thrilled to welcome Darryl Strawberry to the show. Darryl, always good to see you. Congratulations to both you and Doc. And what about having your number retired by the Mets? Is it something you had thought about, and did you think it was going to happen?
Well, first of all, thanks for having us on the show. Well, of course, me on the show and talking about Doc Gooden, too. I thought maybe one day that it would happen for us. I didn't know if it was going to come to pass. What's such an honor, when you think about your number being retired. I kind of reflected back on so many things. I was thinking about all the different people that had such a great impact on my career. And Chuck Hiller, my first coach in rookie ball when I came out of high school in Kingsport, Tennessee, and used to call me Turkey Neck. And Gene Dusan, who was my manager in Lynchburg and Jackson, and then Davey Johnson. And you look at all the different people that help you get to that place. You don't forget about them. And I think that's so important. And, when you think about a career, you think about a franchise, you think about the Mets franchise, you think about where we were at when I came up in 1983. We were a poor team, last place team, and most of the guys were on their way out. They were veteran players. And then Doc Gooden comes up the next year and win Rookie of the Year after me. And the franchise turned around, blended in with so many great, wonderful players. And this is just not about me and Doc. This is about the Mets. This is about the players. This is about Keith. This is about Ronnie. This is about Gary Carter. This is about Lenny Dykstra, Wally Backman. Just all the different guys, Ray Knight, all the different guys that had a part to play in this. You just don't play by yourself. It had to be a great team to be a great player.
I was going to ask you, Doc, why do you think it is so important for the organization to embrace its history the way they have in recent years?
Well, I think if you're in New York City and the other team across town, the Yankees, they embrace their history of what sports is all about and their players is all about. I think it's important for the Mets to be able to do that, too, for themselves, because you look at it, you had phenomenal players. You had players that have made history. For that '86 championship team. I always talk about we wouldn't have been that '86 championship team if we did not have Gary Carter. That was a big piece for us. That's a history player. That's someone that came in and made a big impact on what that club was all about to help us get over the top. We lost in '84 and '85, the Cubs and the Cardinals, and then, Carter was on that roster at '86, and he comes up big for us, and he plays big that season for us. And just everybody, the players over the years, all the guys that I had a chance to play with over the years. Number 18 is just not about Darryl Strawberry. Number 16 is just not about Dwight Gooden. It's about the players and the guys, the chemistry, the love and the hate that you had at times. But still, I tell you one thing, when we stepped on that field, we was all business. We wanted to put our foot on your neck every time we got on that field. And that's just the way we were. We came together as a group, and we learned about winning. And winning is everything. When you win in New York, you are rewarded, and you think I don't sit here by myself. I sit here because of a new ownership, Steve and Alex. They have made a decision that the history of this franchise have had some great players, and we need to honor that. And it's such a great honor for myself and Doc to be able to say that, our numbers are being retired for what we did as a young player coming up to this organization and realizing being a homegrown player and getting to the pinnacle top of your career and playing at Shea Stadium like we did and winning ball games every night for those fans. I think that was the most important thing.
One of the things we know, Doc, you, Darryl, one of the things that, without question, you and Doc are always going to be linked together. So I wonder about that relationship. What it was actually like when you played together and what it's like now.
Hey, we should have been married. I should have just married Doc, so we could just eliminate all the craziness that everybody was thinking about, because the relationship is always going to be a love relationship between me and Doc, no matter what. We come through this organization and we played together to be a winner. And Doc is a very special person. No matter what we've been through, we're people, we're human beings. We've had our shortcomings in life. But I can tell you one thing. When we put that uniform on every night that we ran out on that field, we believed in each other. I can tell you that. Doc believed in me as a hitter, and I believed him as a pitcher when he took the mound. So there's a special bond that will always be there. We'll be tied together. Yes, everybody always want to say some animosity there, and that's not true. I mean, I love Doc. I care about Doc more. He's just like a brother. He's like one of my kids. You know, he was a kid behind me coming up. So I'm excited about what has happened for him, what is going to happen for his family just as well as my family.
Darryl, it is so great to visit with you, and such a wonderful honor being bestowed upon you and Doc, and certainly well-deserved. So we look forward to it next season out at Citi Field, seeing your number go up into the rafters at the ballpark. Good to see you, Darryl.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.